Hello, this video is going to help you understand how to navigate our learning management system, Canvas, on your student iPad. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can access Canvas on your iPad. One way is through the web, through your Safari app that everybody has to access them to the web. The other is through the Canvas app. And depending on what you're trying to accomplish and also your personal preference, you'll select which one of those you want to use for different things. I'm going to start today by taking you into Canvas through the web. So I'm going to go into Safari at the bottom. And to get to our Yorktown Canvas account, you're going to go to yorktown.instructure.com, which you'll see right up here. When you get there, you're going to see that you are prompted to log in to our system with your username and password. Now, this is the same username and password that you have had at our school every year you've been here. If you're new to our school, that should have been provided to you. So we'll get logged in here. And once we log in, you're going to see it's going to default to a dashboard. You're going to see that come up. And you're going to see a lot of different things on your screen. The first thing I want to point out to you is obviously the dashboard area. Your dashboard can be set in two different ways. And so actually I'm down here. It comes up on this second tab in this area. So here I am in my dashboard. It may come up looking like this with courses where you can see the courses that you're in. Or you can also, if you like that, that's fine, leave it that way. If you don't, you can hit that toggle bar and it'll show all the recent activity for your courses. So you can see that Jonah has 3 announcements that need his attention, a couple of conversations he has in there, some assignment notifications, and a discussion. The things with the green dots beside them indicate that Jonah has not given those any attention yet. The fact that there's 2 conversations in there means he's been in there once and checked them out. It's not new. Also, on your web access, you're going to see this area with your to-do list. This helps you a lot. This to-do list provides information of assignments that you have coming up and when they're due. You can see that he has assignments due on the 5th, the 15th, and the 16th here. Also, some other coming up things, some other events and things will display over here. So this gives you a lot of information. There's really no reason that you're missing assignments because it tells you when they are due right here. All right, going back. This is your dashboard area again, can be displayed this way, or you can use your toggle bar and it can be displayed that way. Going over here to the left-hand side, this black bar over to the side, that's called your global navigation. And it's called that because no matter where you go in Canvas globally, that black bar is going to be there and it's going to help you get around the whole system. So it's very important. So I'm going to go through all of those things with you to tell you what they are right now. Before I get started with that, notice it keeps saying, hey, do you want to open the app? Oftentimes you'll want to use the app. I'm ignoring that right now because I'm purposefully showing you what it looks like through the web. But you're always going to get this option when you go in through the web that says, hey, you might want to use the app. So if you ever notice that your functionality isn't great through here, you may want to give that a shot. All right, so let's go into Account, which is the first tab in your global navigation, and you'll see information about the student here. You can assign a profile picture in there. Then you see some different options for things that you can do in here. I'm only going to cover a couple of these because they're the most important things. The first thing I want to cover is the profile. So if you click on profile, what that's going to do is give you information about the student in there. It's going to have some information basically about how our accounts are set up here, and that's fine. I want to call attention clear down here to the bottom where it says ways to contact. Every student in Yorktown Schools is going to have their student email assessed for the way to contact. We did that automatically for you. In just a second, I'm going to talk to you about notifications, and you will receive notifications through your email. But if you're a student who does not use email all that often, you may want to add an additional contact method. And if you, maybe a text number. So if you are a person who operates in text better than emails, you'll want to add that additional contact information and put in your cell number there. That's important for what I'm going to show you next. Now, again, that's absolutely up to you. You will get Canvas notifications through your email, and your email should be installed on your iPad. Someone should have walked you through that process. If not, you need to let someone in your school office know, and they can help you. But also, you can set up other contact methods like through text if you'd like. So now I'm going to go back here to the account, and this time I'm going to go into notifications. This is super important. Lots of important things happen in Canvas. Your teachers assign you assignments, they start discussions, they make announcements, and this page here will help you understand how you're going to get notified of that. So we've got you all set up through email. Some things you're going to get notified about right away. And if this check mark is right here, so for example, in a course activity, if a teacher posts an announcement, you're going to get notified right away. You're going to get notified through email unless you've added a text to it. Some things you'll notice, for example, grading, you'll get a daily report on, and some things you'll get a weekly report on. For example, due dates, maybe a weekly report over to the site. So those are some things that different ways you can set up your notifications. Announcements are huge. If your teachers are announcing something, it's probably important. So I would pay special attention to this and decide how you want to be notified. If I would have put in a cell phone number for text, I'd have another column here for text messaging, and I could set that for right away as well. Okay? I'm going to skip down here to conversations. This is about Canvas messaging, and that is your Canvas inbox. That's a way for teachers and students in your courses to get a hold of you through a messaging system. That's something I'm going to recommend, a conversation message. I'm going to recommend you get notified right away on as well. I know a lot of your teachers will have theirs set as they'll get notified right away if you inbox message them. You probably want to give them the same consideration. Again, it'll go to your email. But if you want it to come through a text, you have to set that up. And then there's other things you can look at, like how do you want to get notified about discussions and those kinds of things as well. So that's your notification preferences. Very important, and it all falls under the account tab in your global navigation. I'm going to keep going down my global navigation. My next tab, again, is my dashboard, which we've already talked about. The next tab is courses. This provides a list of courses that you're enrolled in Canvas currently. And that would be the same list that would apply on your dashboard, assuming you've got your courses marked as favorites. So right now, currently, all of Jonah's classes are not showing up on this list. I have to hit all courses down here at the bottom to get a list of everything. Notice how some of the options have a gold star by them, where the star is filled in, and some of them are not. If you have the star filled in, it's going to show up on your dashboard. If you do not, you're going to have to go into courses and all courses to get to it. So that's just up to you. I would star the ones you're in currently, and then unstar them, or if you're added to a course, say for a club or something, and then that season's over, you can unstar that so that it goes off of your dashboard. The next thing in your global navigation is groups. Groups will be something that teachers will assign to you. You won't really do anything with that. They'll assign that to you. And so if groups appear, that means someone's placed you in a particular group. So that's where you'll find that information. Next on your global navigation is the calendar, and this is very important. You will notice when I pull up Jonah's calendar, everything is color-coded based on the course that it goes with. So, for example, all of the things you're seeing in this blue color, this dark blue, these are things for his science class. You can see that. The pink for the demo course that we have here. This color more for this preparing for college and careers. So there's due dates assigned, and anytime a teacher puts a due date in, that's automatically going to go on your calendar for you. So you don't have to set it up. It'll also appear on that to-do list on your dashboard. So I'm talking about right here. If I go back to my dashboard, it's also going to appear on my to-do list right here. In addition to teachers adding things to your calendar, you can add things to your own calendar by hitting this plus sign right here to create a new event. And then you will create an event, and then you'll add it right to the calendar. It's going to show up in the color that is associated by just your name. So if you need to remember that you have a football banquet to go to, you can add that to your calendar, and it's not tied to any of your courses. It's just your own information. Finally, in your global navigation, if you go to your inbox at the bottom, that's the conversations. That's when you can message your teachers and your teachers can message you. And you can see that Jonah has some messages going on here from the people in his courses. In order to create a conversation, so if you have a question for one of your teachers, say, you're going to go to this little compose box here. So I'm going to click on that to compose a new message. And it's going to ask you to select a course. You can do that. You need to do that. You can only message people you're in courses with. Then your to box is going to pop up. And if you begin typing someone's name, it's going to kind of populate on its own. Oops. And you just need to touch that and it'll grab it. Just typing the name is not good enough. You have to find it in the directory and send it. Again, you're only going to be able to send inbox messages to people you're in courses with. Okay? So you put a subject in so they know what you'd like to say, and then you can just say whatever your message is. Okay, and then when you're ready to send that message out, you just hit send, and you'll notice it'll say message sent, and then it'll be delivered to the recipient of your message. So inbox is it's a very cool thing because you will be able to communicate with your instructors, ask questions. It's a really good thing, one of the best parts of Canvas. Okay, finally, in your global navigation, you're going to go to the help menu. Your teachers are going to be your best resource for helping you with Canvas, but if you're ever working on something and you can't figure out how to make it work, you can go to the help at the bottom and then go to search the Canvas guides. And when you do that, you will be able to search for something in this little search box here, ask a question, for example, how do I upload a file upload to an assignment, and it'll explain to you how to do that. So that's a very helpful resource for you. So I wanted you to know it was there down on the help guides. So basically, that is how Canvas will look to you through the web. Now, there's going to be other videos for you to take a look at that's going to show how you're going to communicate in Canvas and how you're going to submit assignments and those kinds of things. But this is how it's going to look through the web. I'm going to go out now. I'm going to hit my home button and go out, and I'm going to go to the Canvas app. When I do, it's again going to prompt me to log in. So in order to get to the login, what you're going to have to do is type that URL again. So I'm going to go to that yorktown.instructure.com website. Again, I'm going to put that in, and it's going to access then our Yorktown Canvas account, and then you'll see there's the login again. And when you log in then, it says allow Canvas for iOS to access your account. You're just going to authorize that. And then when it pops up, now we're in the app, and you notice it looks similar, but just a little bit different. Right now, this is the dashboard. You can see Jonah's profile comes up here. You can see with some things that you have, here's all the courses that he had here. Naturally, you can see all of those there. You can go into down here at the bottom, basically your global navigation on the app. It goes from over here to the web to down here on the app. So you'll notice you have courses, calendar. To access your to-do list, it's going to be down here now. There's your calendar. Those things, look at all those dots start popping up. So then you click on the day to see what you have. You have a notifications tab down here that you can click on, and it will tell you what notifications you have, so due dates and those kinds of things. And then messages, there's your inbox messaging again, and those are all of your messages that you have there in Canvas. So that's how the app is just a little bit different than the web. It kind of just displays a little bit differently. All of the information is still there. It just displays a little bit differently. If you go to the settings wheel, you'll notice the things are starred here. That's what's telling us what to pull up here. So we can, if I starred that one, now it comes up again. So I can go get rid of that. This tells you about your grades in your classes. So you can click there and see your grades. Keep in mind, please keep in mind, this is very important. Your grades need to be checked in PowerSchool. Just because that's there, that's only for the assignments you've done in Canvas. So just because it's there doesn't mean that's your grade in the course. You need to really go into PowerSchool to check those grades. If you click on your picture, you're going to see your settings. So if you want to adjust your settings here, again, there's notification preferences. There's an about tab in there. There's all kinds of different things you can go to on there. So that's just how the app looks, just a bit different than the web. So that's Canvas at a glance through the web and the app. There, access the additional videos to understand how to use some of the functions in Canvas.